Good day, everybody. Hope all is well. Welcome to Creative Perception, where your dreams meet your reality. My name is Zachary Rogers. I'm your host. It's been a minute, not gonna lie. I'm back in school, chasing my dreams still. We're gonna figure it out. Not giving up. Life's too short. You only get one. I am in the School of Global Journalism and Communication graduate program for journalism. It's actually the graduate degree I wanted to do when I originally graduated from Morgan State University a decade and some change ago. But the program wasn't ready. But after coming back home, I'm ready to do it. I want to chase my dreams. Life's too short. You never know. Don't take it for granted. Today's podcast is going to be really short. So for our homework, we have these assignments called Explore Baltimore, which they've been amazing to me, and it's definitely been a blessing because I've been in Morgan since 2009. I mean, not Morgan, excuse me, Baltimore. I've been in Baltimore since 2009. I was at Morgan from 2009 to 2013, but then I did my graduate program in Baltimore as well. Um, so I've been in Baltimore for a long time. I left during COVID to go to Delaware, which was an amazing experience as well. Shout out to Del State. But I'm back now and I'm like, listen, I got to take advantage. So for the assignment, we had three options. We had open doors for Baltimore where you get to kind of review and go through buildings in Baltimore that are normally historic preservations or they're shut off. Or then it was the House of Melo. And there was another experience. It was a panel at Morgan State. So, me being the sports head that I am, I'm like, Carmelo's going to be there. Library exhibit, why not? So I go there and I was just blown away. There was a block party. You had several guest speakers. The 40th District representative from Baltimore City spoke. Chad Helton, president of the Pratt or Enoch Pratt Library, spoke. You had Sam Brand, excuse me, that spoke. He's the director of Team Mello for his AAU program, and he also oversees the Sanctuary basketball program, which is a phenomenal program. Which I actually want to go back and watch some more games and actually interview him more. A scholarship was presented. You had D. Watkins, who is a writer for Carmelo Anthony's memoir, if I'm not mistaken, and he also is a writer for We Own This Town or We Run This Town, which is kind of like it was a recent HBO miniseries. It was phenomenal, and he's author of several other books. I believe he is a professor at University of Baltimore as well. Amazing dude. Thank you for allowing me to interview you, sir. If you see this, I don't know if you'll see this, but thank you. Um, Kalia Beavers, who also is a stylist and creative director for Carmelo. Both Miss Beavers and Watkins, they are the sole reason why, according to what Governor Moore and everybody, they are the sole reason in themselves. They're the sole reasons why the exhibit happened. It was a phenomenal exhibit. You got to see significant moments within Melo's career. You walk into the library, which is on 400 Cathedral Street. Amazing library. It provides access for everybody. Please, everybody, start using your libraries, especially when books are being snatched away, things are being banned, and so on and so forth. Mayor Scott spoke. Hilarious. He talks about his game with Sam Brand and how he won because he didn't play defense. When I talked to Sam Brand said it was so bad that the politicians might not welcome him back or they were upset. Paraphrasing, don't quote me. I do have the quote somewhere. And you have Governor Moore, amazing gentleman. He spoke. Everybody just spoke so much power and life into Maryland and Baltimore. And then to hear Carmelo speak with so much respect, gratitude, and love for the city. A lot of times people try to snatch Carmelo and say he's a New Yorker, and it's like, yes, he was born there and he played for the Knicks, but he is from West Baltimore. And he spoke that and he wore that proudly as he wore that hat with the B on it. Everybody know if you know, you know, not the Orioles hat, but the B on it. I mean, technically you could say Boston, but we know he's from Baltimore. So just to hear him talk, and every time he spoke, excuse me, when people cheered for him, it was about the city. It wasn't about him. He could have, with in all due respect, in his own right, made it about him, but he made it about the city. And he just wanted kids to know, as the players or the youth group or players in the youth program for the Sanctuary basketball program, they were able to sit next to him, stand next to him, and everybody just spoke life into them. And he said, I'm not worried about me. I'm worried about who's going to be the next Melo. And just to speak life into a city that often gets overlooked, it gets disrespected, it gets discredited, it gets false propaganda and false news or fake news. And just to see everybody come together and build a community within this amazing city. For those who may not know, Baltimore had an amazing entrepreneur street. Baltimore is the charm city. It's nothing but love, whether it's the Ravens, the Orioles, whether you're talking about arts, culture, entertainment, the one of the biggest port cities. Like it's just a beautiful place, and oftentimes it gets just misrepresented by, unfortunately, unfair reporting and just inaccurate reports and just lack of coverage. But Baltimore is amazing, and just to see Melo come back and talk about you, if I can do it, you can do it. When you walk on the exhibit or when you walk through the exhibit outside of the library, you see quotes like they would say, "You're dreaming too big." I say, "Dream louder." My story is your story. So when they ask you where the greatness comes from, tell them it starts in the dirt. It starts in the dark. It starts with a whisper that says, "I will not be denied." It says, "Basketball was the canvas. My life is the masterpiece." That's a bar, by the way. Just seeing him connecting with the kids, watching some of the games at the sanctuary, he's for the people, and it's just like he had a phenomenal basketball career, but you can tell he's just so excited to go to the next phase. I sat there and I watched him sign autographs. You know, Melo, I was gonna come and be like, "Hey, can I interview you?" But you were getting bombarded, and I felt bad. So, but just to see, and by the way, 6'7" on TV and 6'7" in real life, two different things. I was like, man, that man is tall, but he was just so down to earth, super humble. It was just a pleasure. I got my Mellow Team trading card. For those who went there, you could go in a photo booth and they'll make a trading card. It was phenomenal. Um, and then last but not least, the last quote that stuck out to me: "I do this for the impact. I do it for the people." It's just phenomenal. Whether it was the jokes between Sam Brand and Mayor Scott, whether it was Westmore charging up the crowd, the block party that took place afterwards, where there was free food, free ice cream. A lot of people went to the sanctuary to watch some of the games. Very competitive, very tough, where you're seeing the referees. Yes, they're refereeing them, but they're coaching them up. They're training them. They're speaking life into them. And then you have the sanctuary where they focus on holistic development. It's not just basketball. It's basketball. It's academics. It's how to maneuver life situations. It's respect. It's love. Just to see that is just phenomenal. So for all you naysayers in Baltimore, don't just say no and you haven't experienced it. Come to Baltimore, whether it's the Inner Harbor, whether it's going to an arts and culture event, whether it's coming to check out the exhibit. And if you're in Baltimore, check out the exhibit. Go to the library. Enoch Pratt Library is a hidden gem that's often not represented properly or talked about a lot. Go to the library because it's a library for us and by us and for the people. And I'm not saying it's a black inventor, but I'm saying it's a library that welcomes anybody and everybody. But this weekend, I'm so grateful. Baltimore's just such a beautiful place. I've been here since 2009, on and off. I got to speak with Deep Watkins, like I said earlier. Just if you haven't been to Baltimore, don't judge it. Don't go by the perceptions on the news. I'm not saying like things don't happen as they do in any and every other city, but come to Baltimore, experience the culture, experience the love, experience the charm in the charm city. But like I said, this podcast wasn't going to be long. That's all I got. Much love, grease, and peace. Until next time, stay creative and stay checking your perceptions. God bless y'all.